Welcome to the 1 NFP Financials and Financials Light training on Kpi Charts. The KPIs, or Key Performance Indicators, appear on your Role Center, and you have 2 to pick from that you can display at any one time, but you can define as many as you would like. The definition of the charts is based on your row and column layouts, so let's start there. Now let's say I'm picturing a chart where I have 3 specific expense accounts that relate to specifically program expenses. And I want to see budget to actuals on those 3 accounts. So let's start, and we're going to look at my expense detail row layout. This shows a line for every single one of my accounts, including, if we scroll down, the books, testing fees, and materials accounts that I want to include on my chart. So I can use this row layout. I can ignore all the other rows when I create the chart. So just remember, when you pick out a row layout to use, it just needs to include what you need. It can include more than you need because you can exclude it on the chart itself. Let's close this and we'll go to column layouts. And I have a budget versus actual. And it actually has 3 columns. I think I'm just going to use budget to actual when I create my chart. So let's go ahead and close this and return to the Role Center. Now if I click the little arrow and click Select Chart, this is a list of all the charts I have in my system. Again, you can create as many as you would like. Some of these, however, are system defined, and they're ones that you won't be able to edit. So I just want to give you a heads up that if you select one like this top 10 customers and try to edit it, you'll get a message because it's system defined and not editable. The user-defined ones are editable. So let's go ahead and click Create, and I'll create a new chart. Now the name is what's going to appear on the Role Center as the title to the chart. The description allows you to give it additional information, but it is not going to show up on the Role Center. Let's go ahead and pick our row layout, expense detail, and our column layout, budget to actual. This is the default selection of what rows and columns are going to show on the chart. We'll come back to that in just a second. Base x-axis on. The 2 other options are your row and your column layouts. Best option though is to pick period. That's going to give you the most predictable outcome. I'm going to enter a date. Period length. Day is pretty granular, and I don't think I need to that detail level. I could pick any of these options. I'm going to go ahead with month, and I don't think I need to see 12 months at a time. Let's just see 3 months at a time. Now let's go to the actual selection of the parameters for the chart. Within any one period, so within a month, I can only have 6 columns. I can't do more than that. I can do less than that, but I can't do more. So let's go ahead and go to Manage and Edit. And now I'm seeing every combination of my row and my columns. So let's, by default, it picked the first rows and columns that it could, up to 6. Let's clear those values. Whoops. Okay. Now here are the 3 accounts I want to use. I'm going to pick the budget and the actual. I generally do column. You can use line, step line, or stacked column. Okay. Now we can see what the parameters are going to be for the chart. This is what will show the label. This will be the label that will show on the chart. So if you want to change that, you can. Click Close, select it, and there's my chart. And I can turn on and turn off columns and drill down to the detail. Thank you very much, and keep your eye out for more training.